times they play a much smaller lineup this year.
Well, both teams play essentially a 4-round-1 type format. Here's I think the most important key. And boy, can he run the floor. And he's looking to shoot it and much more aggressive this year.
And there is Jones with a three.
And Kansas needed to settle for a jumper there. It's not that a three-point shot in transition is a bad thing, but they should have gotten a layup 4-on-1.
For Matt Coleman, the outstanding guard for the Longhorns. He's a senior. He is 0-3 at Phog Allen Fieldhouse, Jay, and he would love to get out of the building today.
And you'd rather have more time for the player to work it out, and then the school gets a year of service out of him. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Blocks per game. He can score in the perimeter, but he can also score near the basket. Great pass by Marcus Garrett.
And an easy bubble. He made 2 field goals in 7 minutes.
Another really good job by Andrew Jones defensively, just making Kansas go through his chest.
Agbaji with a 17-footer, and they need everything that Ochai Agbaji can give them right now. Garrett defended by Ramey, has to kick it back out. This is the junior college transfer, Tyon Grant Foster, who has it rejected, and it'll be a dunk at the other end for Jones.
The other team on the defensive end, they talk, they react. Another steal.
This time it's Ramey, and he'll reverse it up and in to extend the lead to 5. Season, if it can be made up, then a 3-point win, as we mentioned, a tough one against Oklahoma State. And now they would love to walk into Allen Fieldhouse and walk out with a win, and they keep executing like that. Kansas running. DeJuan Harris, weak side rebound, and putting it back up and in is Wilson. A much-needed bucket for the Jayhawks.
In transition on the road.
Corner 3, Jones not there. Rebound, Brown. And Brown up and in.
There's not good balance defensively for Texas. Everybody along the baseline. And when that shot went long from the left corner, that shot's going to be good as goaltender.
Yeah. Over Sims. Good defense there by Jericho. Sims did not give any ground at all.
And actually took up some of that space. And McCormick wound up further away from the basket when he took that jump hook. Courtney Ramey is just a terrific teammate. Plays hard at both ends of the floor and has really improved from last year to this year. Poor Davo's taking a little bit of heat over that. I mean, obviously it's just one coach's poll, but it was pretty funny.
Garrett, boy, does anybody do more off inbounds plays from the baseline than Wilson? Kansas brings it back up, shooting only 33%, have not made a 3 in the game. But yet after that drive by Garrett, they're back within 2.
It's just too easy for Texas to give that up. And Texas, if they want to help their defense, the Longhorns are going to have to run better offense.
Defensive teams in the nation, they are taking on Rutgers, led by Ron Harper Jr., averaging better than 23 points per game. If you have not seen the Scarlet Knights this year, you owe it to your...
And Steve Pikiell's done a fantastic job.
Sims jams it home in traffic. A big bucket for Jericho Sims and the Longhorns. One here today, now 0 for 5 after the miss by Brown.
They've gotten a couple of good ones. They've forced a couple, but gotten a couple of good ones.
Boy, and right now
it's game right now. Most of Kansas's offense, frankly, has come off of Texas's miscues, whether it's been a turnover or a bad shot.
Oregon, another one of the great freshmen in the nation, plays for the Cardinal. Zaire Williams is a guy to keep an eye on for Stanford.
And also Oscar Da Silva having a great, it was a big last minute of the first half.
Kai Jones, sorry Jay, now with a double figures with 10, joining Courtney Ramey. And this is the largest lead of the game for Texas.
Look, just one possession ago, and not surprising, Agbaji was the one to knock that shot down.
Now with a game-high 11. Look at the drive and the finish by Kai Jones. How to do, but he traditionally throughout his career has been a guy to come in off the bench, a complimentary player, but he's out there starting in the second half.
Well, he can get out and guard a ball screen a lot easier than
do an interview with a player. And, I think you'd agree, Jay. I mean, he was a delight. He was a terrific kid to talk to for 10 or 15 minutes yesterday.
Yeah, one of the nicest young men. And that's exactly what Kansas wants to force Texas into, those tough mid-range jumpers instead of something to the basket or something from three-point range.
Good look again for Wilson, corner 3. And Wilson now with 14 to lead all scorers in the game. Let's see what the response is like from the Longhorns. A good look on a kickback, and Andrew Jones with a 3 to make it a 7-point lead.
Going to his left.
Kansas has dominated this series 35-9 all time, including winning 18 of the last 20. Andrew Jones, and it's Texas ball. Ramey for three. Got it! Courtney Ramey's got 13. Andrew Jones and Matt Coleman each with 7. Coleman's chipped in 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
Stop. And on the other end, Kansas 2 of 9 from three-point range on the game. And that's really been the difference. Texas has taken away the threes of Kansas.
4 for 4 from three-point range in the second half after that one by Courtney Ramey. One thing you just mentioned, Jay, is misses the corner 3.
Well, you're not going to get a better, more wide-open shot than that one, but there's not a lot of rhythm been established for knocking shots down.
Only have they made 5. It's in 5 attempts here in the second half from beyond the arc.
All of them were standstill. Nobody had to put the ball in the deck, and nobody had to rush to get straight lines to the basket, and they certainly haven't been able to kick it out to open shooters. Excellent job defensively by Texas, and then dribble. Just stand still, easy shots they're allowed.
And that time it was Donovan Williams at the other end. Tyon Grant Foster over the layup.
We are safe right now, but I think once we get to March,
yes,
then it's questionable.
You want to say Selection Sunday? That'll be a hard stop there. Sims with a jam, Jones with the assist, and it is all Longhorns right now.
You do want to run good offense and make Kansas guard you.
Coleman gets around Harris, another good look. And another 3. 0.6 rebounds per game, came into this one with 2 double-doubles in his last 3 games, but has not been able to get on track here in this one. Andrew Jones with a drive and the finish. Limited or no fans in the buildings.
Well, what a
Andrew
nice
Jones
finish
with
by
a
Andrew
tough drive.
This is winning the game. That is surprising. It's the margin, how easy it's been in the second half, that lead out to where it was a little bit more comfortable. And since then, Texas has not been uncomfortable for 1 second.
Take on San Francisco today. Some of the games have moved around. Gonzaga's time was changed, moved up to 8 Eastern. Woo, as Coleman gets to the rim and slams it home.
But there have been all kinds of adjustments made. Heck, Notre Dame and North Carolina are playing today, and they weren't scheduled to do that. They've adjusted. And I'll tell you what, that's the minutes he's getting.
Bill Self's gone deeper into his bench. Jethro Muscadin is in. That was Latrell Jossel. Andrew Jones. This is stunning, Jay. I mean, again, not that Texas is going to win the game, but they're up 25 points at Allen Fieldhouse. So without saying, one of the biggest wins for Shaka Smart as the head coach of the Longhorns.
Kansas averaging 9 threes per game, made 3 of 23 today. Texas's defense was spectacular.